This video is sponsored by Issuu.
Hi, I'm Nolan Haims for CreativePro, and I want to show you how presentation designers search for and use full-screen imagery that bleeds off the page, allowing us to put content on top of that image, creating a much more unified and organic layout to our slides. It doesn't matter how good your image is, if you just plop it into a template, it's going to lose a lot of the impact that it otherwise could have. Now, presentation designers are always on the hunt for images with lots of negative space or white space or empty space. That's going to allow us to put content, specifically text, on top of the image, creating a much more deliberate layout, a much more designed slide, rather than just putting bullet points on the left slide and just dropping an image on the right side. Now, when we're looking at a page of search results from a stock site, for example, our eyes are naturally going to gravitate towards those images that have that negative space, again, allowing us to create a slide with content on top of that image. But searching through hundreds and hundreds of images, looking for that perfect negative space image is kind of difficult. But fortunately, there are some tricks and hacks that we can use on the stock sites. So let's take a look at some of those. Every stock site is going to be a little different, but let's go to Adobe stock, for example. If we type in business meeting, we're going to get a lot of images with a lot of people in them, right? They're very noisy. It's going to be very difficult to put text on top of it. But if we go over to our filters, over on the left, pull that out, down sort of midway to the bottom, you've got images with copy space. If we check that on, watch what happens to our search results as they refilter. And look, now most of the images have a lot of negative space, a lot of white space that we're then going to be able to bring into our slides without a lot of Photoshop work and start putting content right on top of it. If we go to a site called Stocksy, and we search for dogs, they also have a filter on the left side. It works a little bit differently though. It's a slider. So you can actually tell Stocksy how much space you want for text. If we go all the way to the right, and look at our results again, now you'll see that we've got a ton of negative space. So images with lots of empty space or copy space that we can put our text on top of. Not every site is going to have those filters though. So if you hit a site without them, for example, iStock does have a filter panel, but nothing about copy space. And you can see these are not great images to use in presentation, but if we just type in the words copy space, you'll see that our search results bring up a lot more images with negative space that we're going to be able to bring it back into our slides. So again, it's not perfect, but try typing copy space into whatever stock site you use, and you'll generally get a lot better results. Now there's one more site I want to tell you about, and that's called Picket Images, which you can access on their standalone website, or you can access their imagery right from within PowerPoint using this little button here. And you can get this button, it's an add-in that you get by going to Insert, go to Get Add-ins, and this is where PowerPoint allows third parties to give little helper applications that for Microsoft Office. And the first one at the top here is Picket. So it's under the Home tab or the Home ribbon here, and I go to Picket Images, and it's going to bring up a side panel. Now I'm already connected. You do need an account for this, but it comes up on the side, and it allows you to search all of their images, all of their stock Creative Commons imagery, and it gives you categories, including space for text. So you can just go through, just clicking that, and search through tons and tons of images that are designed specifically for presentation, as you can see here. You can go down here, select any one of them. You can also keyword things. I'm going to go ahead and insert that right onto my slide here. And then I can just add content right on top of it, never having to leave PowerPoint. So that's a little bit about copy space and presentation imagery. Thanks for watching. And if you want more tips like this, check out CreativePro.com.